Hey guys, it's Dr. Robotnik64. This is a new features video for Minecraft, and today it's for the newest pre-release snapshot of the game, which is 12W38A. So let's do this then. The first feature that they added is that they added some new sounds for walking on certain blocks. First of all, grass. So there you go, the walking on grass sound is a bit different now. So it sounds, I guess, lighter. They also changed the walking sound for sand. So let's do it. And there you go. Next, gravel. And now soul sand. And now snow blocks. And last but not least, stone. So there you go, some new sounds for walking on blocks. Now some of these sounds will actually overwrite the sounds of other blocks, so they'll actually sound the same depending on like what kind of surface they are, or they have, I should say. But that's not it though, they also added some new sounds for mobs as well, like the cow for instance. So one of the new sounds that they can make is that they can make almost like a, I guess, sort of breathing sound, I guess. They will, however, still make their old sounds. However, the old sounds that they make are a bit shorter now. Now, apparently they also added in some new sounds for pigs, endermen, zombies, and skeletons. But when I spawned them into the game in 12W38A, they still made their old sounds. So, I don't really believe that, to be honest. Putting down saplings also has a new sound. There's also a sound for climbing ladders now. Shears also make sounds now. So it makes a sort of cutting sound now. Flint and steel also makes noises now. So a new sound produced by Flint and Steel now. So there you go. So there's some of the new sound effects that they added, and as usual, the sound effects were made by C418. Now also, in creative mode, if you go through a nether portal, you will instantly get teleported to the nether. So no longer will you have to wait a few seconds before stepping into the nether portal before you're actually transported to the nether. But I believe this only works in creative mode at the moment. And it's probably only going to work in creative mode. It's probably never going to be added to survival mode. They also added 2 new mobs into the game, the first one being a bat. So there you go, there's the bat. Now, normally, these bats will spawn in dark caves, or they'll spawn underground, basically. And usually, they'll sleep during the day. They're also passive mobs, which means they spawn in peaceful mode. They do not harm the player, though. Now, I could not find any naturally spawning bats while I was recording this footage that you're seeing here. But if you do encounter a bat in a cave, it'll be hanging down from the ceiling. And if you get near it, it'll start flying around. Now also, here's something weird I discovered about the bats. If you hit them, here's the sound that it makes. So if you manage to hit the bats, they actually make the same taking damage sound that the player does. Not sure if that's a bug or not, though. The second mob they add into the game is a witch. Now at the moment, witches do not spawn naturally in the game, but there is actually a spawn egg to spawn the witch, just like there is with bats. So here's the witch. So as you can see, it sort of looks like a villager, except it's not actually a villager. But if you're playing in creative mode, it may as well be. Now if you attack the witch, it'll start throwing splash potions at you. So as you can see, it actually throwed a splash potion of instant damage at me. Now the kind of splash potions that the witch can throw at you are splash potions of poison, weakness, slowness, and instant damage. They will also drink potions of instant health and fire resistance when you're attacking them. So as you can see, I have the effects slowness and poison on me right now. You can also throw splash potions of your own at the witch. However, the witch is immune to some splash potions. And actually, I forgot to mention something. Water also makes new sounds as well. So the splashes of the water sound more realistic now. Now if you manage to kill the witch, it will rarely drop potions of instant health and fire resistance. They also regenerate their health automatically over time. But yeah, so that's pretty much the witch mob for you. So on to the next feature then. As you can see, the beacon block looks different now. The glass surrounding it has a different appearance, and also for some reason it's missing its yellow cube. And not only that, but if you actually hold the beacon block, as you can see, the yellow cube is there, so probably some kind of bug maybe. They also made some changes to command blocks. The target parameters for the command blocks have been upgraded. You can now add in additional optional arguments, and you can specify these arguments using brackets, as you can see, and by using a syntax as well, like for instance r equals 5. Now here's what the syntax actually means. R, I believe, stands for range, and this was actually an example that Dinnerbone gave. So like for instance, if you used @p to target the nearest player, and put r equals 5 in brackets, it'll target the nearest player, and give them whatever item you specify, but only if they're in a range of 5 blocks from the command block. Otherwise, the command will fail, and it'll not give you the items. Now, the new target parameters for the command blocks, they are pretty complex. I put a link in the description if you guys want to read more about the new target parameters for command blocks. But yeah, another thing they changed with the beacon blocks is that it gives off a new beam of light. So as you can see, it looks different now. And it actually animates, unlike the last one. And I guess it looks a bit more realistic. There you go, as usual, just extending right up into the sky. My goodness, almost looks as though I'm getting sucked up into the sky by some unknown force. My goodness. So yeah, new beam of light for the beacon block, so on to the next feature then. When you place down wood blocks, they will no longer rotate depending on the player's position. They will rotate depending on the kind of surface that they've been placed on. Like for instance, I can put them on like the side of a tree right there, and then they're actually going sideways. Now at the moment, this is only a test feature, so it may or may not be removed when the official 1.4 update comes out. But yeah. And also, apparently item frames will no longer despawn if you go 20 blocks away from them. And also, very rarely, stone monster egg blocks, which are blocks that spawn silverfish, might generate underground instead of in strongholds. And as far as I know, that's pretty much all the new features that were added in this snapshot of Minecraft, so yeah. So a whole bunch of new features, some of them being major features, like there's a bunch of sound changes and whatnot, and new sounds, and also some more new mobs. But yeah, a lot of features added and changed into the snapshot, and apparently these testificates over there are having some kind of meeting, so there you go. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for now then. So if you want to download this snapshot for yourself, the link is in the description, so there you go. Just a note, you need to download this game first. You can download Minecraft at www.minecraft.net, otherwise it was pretty much pointless to download the snapshot, so yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Well anyway, this was a new features video for Minecraft, showing off some of the new features in 12W38A. This is Dr. Robotnik64, thank you for watching, and if you want, feel free to like or favorite this video, or maybe even subscribe if you want to see more Minecraft new features videos, or maybe just some gameplay and rant videos, so yeah. And I'm still planning on doing a Clay Soldiers version 8 battle in multiplayer, that is still going to come. So, there you go. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next new features video that I make for Minecraft. Later.